Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic Blind. Starting in Stormwind, for multiple reasons. First reason, right over here. Because we completed other quests, we now have access to this one here. Talking to the head chef, Angus Stern.
Hey there.
My nephew said you aided him with his research in Dustwallow, and that you helped his associate out of a tight spot. Well, we Sterns stick together, and we don't ignore our friends. So wash your hands, Eric Erickson, because we're about to throw a party in your honor. Receive Moist Towelette. Remove one negative spell effect from user. Cleanse with the power of lemon. Wild.
Safe travels.
All hail, Eric Erickson. Warrior over. Oh yeah, that's a feast. Look at that. Oh, the blue recluse was a feast in his honor. Yoink. What do you get for that? A whole bunch of stuff. Wild hog shank. A melon. Another wild hog shank. We already had some wild hog shanks. I'll take some fish. It's not a fish feast, it's a rock scale cod. We'll take all this though, for sure. Looks like Erickson is getting a whole bunch of sweet nectar. Is there a bunch of sweet nectar upstairs? You grab it all? Fantastic. I'm gonna eat an entire watermelon now. And finish up with the moist towelette. Nothing to dispel. Well, technically we have something we could possibly dispel here. That is the time traveling situation. What else we got here? Here's some hog shanks. Very tasty. They're not worth anything. I think these might have actually been new. And we can also eat these or sell them. Try to sell them. We're in Stormwind here. We can do something about that. Alright. A fantastic feast indeed. Totally worth coming over here for. Oh, not more. There's a feast goblet. Sweet nectar. That's an interesting way to get a whole bunch of these kind of things. Yoink. 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 We're just taking everything they got here. Wild stuff. It is our feast. We earned this. We earned this. Thank you. And we are out of here. Let's go do another quest here in Stormwind. Slightly higher level, but also kind of a celebration of our accomplishments, yeah. Just need to head to the other side of town here. Straight through the trade district, that's fine. There's options. Also do need to get to the auction house. We'll do that before we leave. Let's look at all the stuff here. This is soulbound. This is soulbound. That's alright. Armor looks like that. Dagger is very pointy, as you might expect. Heading into Stormwind Keep, yeah? Okay, good distance on the mount there. It's always weird how it just randomly lets you keep going. Anyways. Hey, King.
Stormwind is
Look what I found. Victory for the Alliance.
The Alliance will forge a new destiny
By
for
Uther's Beard, the head of Anixia.
Our struggles are far from over.
Today we celebrate this glorious victory.
Never again will our kingdom
Seek out
succeed.
Major Manley in the Valley of Heroes, Eric Erickson. He'll be expecting you. Valley of Heroes.
Serve with
This is the
honor.
entrance area. He'll be expecting us. Very good. Running. Running. Always on the run. Except for when we have the ability to get on mount. That's even better. To the Valley of Heroes. That's us. We are the heroes. 8 Paladin. Dragon. Shortcut. Just a little bit. Don't need to get too crazy with it, or end up falling in the canal. That's not a shortcut. We're out this way, just in time for the school trip to see what we've accomplished here. Okay. Major. Celebrating good times.
Be careful.
If you are graced with such ceremony, Eric Exon, please choose your reward so that we may begin the celebration. We got Nixia's Blood Talisman. Fire resistance, parry rating, defense rating, and restores health. A Dragon Slayer Signet. Stamina, Intellect, Spirit, and Fire resistance, and critical strike rating. Or Nixia's Tooth Pendant. Agility, Stamina, Fire resistance, crit, and hit. So, lots of good stuff there. We will take the Blood Talisman.
For the Alliance.
Yeah. Since an allies of Stormwind, on this day, history has been made. Eric Erickson has led wastes that which attempted to usurp the rule of the kingdom. Gather around and join me in honoring our heroes. Behold, the might of the Alliance, the translated Nixia, hanging us from the arches. At the rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer, lift your spirits. Dragon Slayer. Also Dragon Rider. We're doing great. Okay. Very fancy. Let's go to the shop. Sell some stuff.
You
Shop.
something?
Here's this Anixia Blood Talisman. And Towelette. Get some soulbound stuff. I saw if my Dusties actually sell. We can try though. This is tradable, it's fine. After Flesh, next crystals. Let's go through all the stuff we have. If there's anything else we need to just kind of sell. Either way, it'll be alright. Okay.
See you around.
If we need to disenchant, also no. Let's get over to the auction house. Plenty of stuff to sell. And selling. Crab meat. Post-it. This elixir. Doubtful. Real prices for real things. Always a good time. It's a little though. I was looking to actually sell things. Like we said before, time spent deliberating how much we should sell the things for is kind of irrelevant. But we're going to put in some real prices though. Because no one's ever going to buy us treating for 300 gold or whatever that was. No results even found for that, because that's food. Markets. Some of them exist. Got some cloth here. Don't need any cloths anymore. That's great. Some crystals. Raptor flesh. And an essence. And other dusts. Assassination blade. Do these have numbers in here? Current. Like, there's no way anybody's actually spend 700 gold on this. It's a one-handed sword with +3 strength and some critical strike rating. And we did get this from a less common source. Let's try a bit cheaper. Oh, just keep. I have my doubts. Sell this. Sell these nectars. Yeah, no value on that really. Got some silver ores. That's a very high price for silver ore. Let's take that down a notch. Again, assuming it's actually going to sell. And no results found for that. Okay. We'll just sell these to a shop. Also need to go check the mail here. Open all these, see what we get back. Oh, just a whole pile of things. Did sell some of the stuff though. It's cable. Something to get rid of. This stuff, if it's not a good price, we're just gonna trash it. Woolen cloth. There's just not really much market for a lot of these things. What are the high prices? Yeah. Unless there are nether essences. Theoretically worth something. Where? Some reasonable prices on some of these. They're just not huge markets. That's alright. Turtle meat. Yeah, one's fine. These shards don't cost anything to put up, though, so. Worst case scenario. They also don't have any sell price, so that's also something. Chunk of coal. Basically worthless. Legs. Flowers. Good enough. Now let's sell the rest of these. Let's see if here is the other piece here. Advanced armor. We got a bottom half of 1. We need a bottom half of 2. The other armor. Yeah, we need bottom armor smithing volume 2. I think he said that. Talk a little bit. It's not here currently. We're directed to your mailbox. Mail inbox. Directed to your mailbox. Not seeing it. I opened up all the stuff automatically. This is the... It's not in this pile of stuff. Weird. Didn't send mail. Might have just been full or something. I don't think it would have been. I think there's a reasonable amount of space, but we did have a lot of stuff in there from the last sales we were doing. Maybe it's still in the system. How peculiar. I don't think we saw it earlier. We definitely would have seen it earlier. We didn't accidentally put it on the launch thing or anything. These are the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Let's gonna go check what happened. Possibly just came back or something. It takes an hour for the money to come. That's definitely interesting. All these other buttons in here. That's okay. Let's hop over to a nearby shop and sell the rest of the stuff we don't really need. Which is all of it. Merchant. First goods. No big losses here. Sell.
For the Alliance.
The mailman. Hello? His packages were delivered as asked, but they were returned due to due date. Aha. Figured it was something like that. The mailman. And the bottom half. Oh, there's even a 3 too. Wow. No, I don't think I even ever saw a 3. That's pretty wild. I was looking for armor smithing. Advanced armor. They're totally here. That's crazy. Alright. I wonder how much these cost here. Wild stuff. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw the 3s. Set them for the inconvenience. That's fine. Thanks. There you go. How much these are worth is questionable. That's for sure. Gotta be going now. What helpful mailman. Alright. So you combine these. I can't believe there's 3 volumes of this. Seems like a lot. And 3. Yeah, it looks like there was an option we saw at some point for 3, apparently. This is weird. Enchanted thorium plate mail. This one and this one. Is it the same quest? Volume 2. Here's the mark of the Athenium. For the which its rightful owners. For enchanted thorium leggings. Okay. And this one for enchanted thorium helm. So it's all about enchanted thorium. Okay. Smash party. Indeed. Alright. Look at that takes care of that. Eventually. So these all required going to there. Apparently we've completed volume 3. Or not. It's complete of just having it. At any rate, they're all complete. Because all it is you have the book. An auction for our silverware. Brilliant. But we will get to that when we are back over in that area. For now, we have a few other things to take care of here. Next on the list, heading down to Booty Bay. Easily doable. With a bit of fight.
Greetings.
Also works that we came here to Stormwind for the quests and the selling and everything.
Go with
Because this is definitely the closer location to Booty Bay. And while we're heading that way, we've got Crevel's Scheme, which is why we are going this way. And talking to Mr. Fizzlebub. The bearer of this letter and I are devising a business venture that we welcome you to join. As you know, I spend much of my time in the Shimmering Flats. The aforementioned business venture deals with the races on these flats. If racing, and more specifically gambling on races, interests you, then please read on, for I feel your knowledge of Stranglethorn will be useful in our scheme. The rocket cars that race the flats are highly tuned and require extreme maintenance, so it's no surprise that pit crews are kept on the scene at all times. These crews constantly test their cars and make fixes and modifications as needed. it is the only way to keep the cars in a state of top performance. So we're looking for a means to force a lapse in one of the pit crew's diligence, as any such lapse would cause the crew's car to fall quickly into disrepair. We can control which car is in top shape and which car is not, then I don't need to explain to you the advantage in gambling this gives us. So from you, good Fizzlebum, we need the means in which to force the pit crew's lapse. Does Stranglethorn possess some plant or herb or drink you might use to addle the wits of gnomes and goblins? Okay, Goldbeard. Gravel. So we're getting something from down here in Stranglethorn to mess up the competition. But specifically the pit crews. Because it'd probably be a little too obvious if the racer themselves was out of commission. Seems like a reasonable plan. At any rate. I also have the Seaphorium booster here. Wild. Safety first, indeed. But we need to bring this one to Gadgetzan, which is another place we can totally get to when we need to. In a bit here. Just need to talk to the guy in Buddha Bay and see what he needs us to get. Could be going out into the jungle here, picking something up. Or could just be going to the pub and getting some drinks. Both entirely possible here. I don't think this is going to go away. So that's definitely something. We just add it to our permanent buffs, like Rampage and Haunted. We're a time-traveling, rampaging, haunted kind of guy. And Heroic Presence. I think that's permanently with us too, or something. And then the other ones are just groups and stuff. And buffs and all that. It's a whole situation. Where is this guy? This guy? We're around here somewhere. It's down below. There's enough layers here. Oh boy. There he is. Yo! Hello, hello. What brings a noble dwarf such as you down to Booty Bay? Scheming.
Keep it real.
I see. Crabble has a big scheme planned. He has a sinister mind. I like that about him. So you'll need something to addle wits, eh? Something powerful? Or if the mixture Zanzil feeds his zombies could be used. Oh boy.
Glad I could help.
Pink Fizzlebub looks from side to side. Don't want anybody eavesdropping on our scheming. If you're looking to addle wits, Eric Egson, the secret behind Zanzil's zombies might just do the trick. Zombification. How relevant
Time is money, friend.
to current plans I have here. Anyways, figure out how to use Zanzil's mixture with stout to make a powerful libation. A fool's stout. I think it'll be just what Crabble needs, but try it out and let me know how it works. And Eric Erickson, don't keep this stuff too long without using it. Zanzil's mixture has weird effects on the stout's yeast, kicking into high gear, so it won't stay fresh forever. Bring the fool stout back to Crabble on the Shimmering Flats in 1,000 Needles. So he already has the stuff, that's perfect.
Right back.
And we also have a time limit of 2 hours. Wild. Alright. So we just need to get going. We need to get to the Shimmering Flats, which is all the way over here. We also need to get to Gadgetzan. Technically, we would take the boat here, go to Ratchet, and fly down to Gadgetzan. I think it might be quicker to just teleport. And make our way a different way. Specifically to the Caverns of Time. And just right up to town from there. Very good. Caverns of Time. It's also nice that it pops us out at the top of the caverns of time here. It'd be slightly inconvenient having to ride all the way from the bottom. If there's a dragon at the bottom that brought you back to the top, that'd be nice. Either way. 2 hours on this. That's okay. Got the booster here. I don't know if we still need this sample. If we get done with all of the other quests here at the raceway, we should easily be able to discard that. Because we got the real deal. We did purchase it, but it's the real deal. Endurium. That's good. Thinking that all these three are also all gonna be in the same place, since they did mention the same guys each time there. Needs it on the map. Complete. Dungeon. Direwall. Gonna be a thing. Scorpion. Let's turn these two quests in here. With any luck, should be nearly done here. It's an iron deposit right there. We're a little bit too far. Should be done with this section now. There's been a lot of go somewhere else quests in the Shivering Flats here. It's been something. But we've made it. We're getting it done. That's alright. Probably. Things are gonna be happening soon here though. Most likely. Not gonna worry about that right now though. So we got quests to turn in.
Yo!
As I'm sure you know, the Gizmorium can service all of your tinkering needs. How can I help you?
Have a good one.
Only Razoric would take a look at this and say that I somehow put some sort of safety lock on it. This booster is almost completely C4M explosives. I already modified it so that more of its payload will be delivered upon use, but Razoric is never content unless he goes to 11.
Be good.
Safety first. There, did what Razoric wanted. Just tell him to be careful when he sets this off. If he makes the slightest mistake, he won't be moving forward. There'll just be a burnt spot on the track. It would be a shame too if that happened. Who knows if our 19th driver would be any good? Return the modified C4M booster. Brilliant.
Keep it real.
So they've already gone through 18 drivers. Kind of expected. Between all of the broken race cards along everything there. That's for you. Oh, there's a quest. That's for later. That is the one quest here in Gaston. A handful of other ones in Tanaris. That's for later. That's for later. Walk down. Turn these in. There's a quest in Ngoro. Lincoln's memory. He's up at the little outpost there. And the full stout still going strong. Says duration 2 hours. 1 hour and 55 minutes to go. I think we're gonna make it. I think we'll be fine. All the moving parts here. And the moving carts also. Alright.
Here there.
Hello, Ekexen. Was Fizzlebub able to help us? Indeed.
Up with you.
Wonderful. Fizzlebub came through. I'll remember that next time I see him. And thank you, Eric Erickson. You're doing a great job. We both stand to make a lot of money from this. Like this 31.5 silver.
Watch, get her back.
The stout sure smells strong. It's made of zombification. Just have just a small taste. I would not advise that. Wait, what am I thinking? I have a job to do with this stuff. Hilarious.
How are you?
Get the gnomes drunk, get the goblins drunk. I mean, can we do both? Important matters to discuss, you and I.
Hey, good.
We need to try the full stout on one of the pit crews. Want to try it on the gnomes? Then here, take this stout and give it to the gnome pit boss. Don't wait too long. Stout will go bad eventually. So I guess we get to choose between them. Let's go with the goblins then.
Very good.
Try fool this out one of the pit crews. Try another goblins, and here take the stout and give it to the goblin pit boss. Wait too long, so will go bad. It's the goblin pit boss.
Off with you.
Okay. Hit the goblin strong. Here's the goblin pit boss
What up?
and the goblin crew. What are you looking at?
Be
Got a
good.
drink for you. What do we have here? Booze, eh? Well, I don't mind if we have just a little.
Keep it real.
Exactly, those brought us booze. Let's party! They are literally glowing. Concerning. Can you talk
Yeah,
while
what do
he's
you want?
counts are shooting? You have tools near the town.
Glad I could help.
He's looking like an absolute mess here. Wild. I will turn this in.
Talk to me.
Will you, Posic, put a bucket of sand on a racer? I was supposed to hit my maximum speed with a bucket of sand under the seat. Now that's more like it. Wish you could see the look on the gnome's eyes when they see me set this baby off. Today I'll be too busy pulling out a new course record. I'll be sabotaging them mightily, giving them a massive explosive and messing with their mechanics at the same time. Very safe. Very cool. They are going to die. 100%. 100%. Okay. That full stout worked great. Place is bound in the next race, and let's hope the crew you got drunk did a number on their car. We'll have one more task for you. Take this note back to Crink Festival in Booty Bay. I want to know the successful test. Hopefully we can get more of that full stout for future races. Go back to Booty Bay, huh?
Watch your back.
You. You are quite the something. Hopefully we don't need to return. I'm just going to hand in this other bit of Endurium here. If I can. Endurium or repeatable. Over here. This.
What's up?
Technically.
Keep it real.
Can make more selling it back, but I don't know if there's gonna be any more of that. We don't need this sample anymore either. We're past that. Just need to bring this report back to Booty Bay. Because of course we do. And the race is going. Get some winnings there. Read the report. Mr. Fizzbub, the beverage you gave my associate was a huge success. Not only is the drink strong, causing a huge dulling of wits, it seems to have added addictive quality. I'm sure those who have tried it will crave more. We're indebted to you, Crink. And I invite you to come to the Shimmering Flats, or send a confidant to advantage of the new gambling opportunity we have here. Since it's been so popular, with multiple races of the same track. Wild stuff. Gotta keep the races going. That's why everybody's here, obviously. Just need to get back to Booty Bay. And support. Alright. I really need to go back to Gaxan again. To go back to Booty Bay again. Couldn't just leave it with us succeeding in the gambling. I had to go tell him about it. And make things more difficult than they need to be.
Well met.
Right, so we're going to Ratchet.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Then we get on a boat. That's okay. Yeah, repeatable. Oh. Later. Anyways. Yeah. Later is coming. North, south, middle-ish. You get some stuff coming. There's possibilities that there's other quests heading to Dire Mall from other places. You probably want to at least pick up all of the quests over here at Feathermoon Stronghold and do all the other quests in Veralis first. Not that there's a huge number of those. If we're really gonna do any of these repeatable, it's hard to say if we haven't done those before. Not a huge problem either way. Just dungeon quest, regular quest, regular quest. More dungeon stuff there. There's also this here. That's a dungeon quest. Get me out of here! My bodyguard for hire. That's just somebody walking all over the place. Couple stuff over here. That's another dungeon quest. Some of these might be for these dungeons. Definitely can do that as a set. Northward, we got a couple quests to do in Felwood, a couple quests in Ashra, and a good chunk of stuff happening up in Winterspring. That'll be a whole set of things to do. We got like 3 things to do in Daenerys, 2 or 3 things to do in Ungoro Crater, and then a nice big pile of stuff in Silithus, including a few other quests that we already have that are heading that way. We'll pass Theramore. All the way to here, and then take a boat. Hopefully we get a good timing on the boat here. That'd be great. I'll just see if time gets rid of this. It's a possibility it wouldn't, since the whole concept of this is that you can enter the level 60 version of Anixia's Lair. And if you died and had to get it back to go back in, could happen. Not too worried about it either way. It is just a little bit of extra visual clutter that you don't really need, necessarily. Alternatively, we could go back and continue fighting Anixia over and over. Don't need to, though. Don't need to. Also, from what I've seen, there's a new event of some description happening now. And by that I actually mean new event. Something like something Gadget Sand. Or something Nomergon. So let's repeat it there. So, I don't know if this has an actual quest marker. Let's just see what it actually starts. These are just the same things we've seen before. Also might just not be on here, since it's new. And don't think there's been like an update for quest here. Either way, we'll worry about that later. Right now we're worrying about getting on this boat. Good timing. Good timing. I can work with that. 20 betters in here. Just hanging out. Okay. I just need to get back to Booty Bay here. So what these Beloves look like. They're racing grips. Very large cuffs on these. Keep your rest of your arms safe from if the steering wheel explodes or something, I'm sure. A reasonable plan, because that's incredibly likely to happen. I vendor those for 30 silver. Oh boy. Still doing fine on gold. Eventually, we're going to need that for adding more stuff, getting better stuff. Increasing all the stats and everything, put all the gems and enchants on new things. Assuming those all still exist. I don't know. Anything could happen. The real interesting thing is going to be how long it takes to get new stuff that's better. Their stuff is like decent, all things considered. Definitely could do better, but for our purposes, reasonable. Again, worry about that later. Right now, we've got a letter to return right here. And that's fine. Back up into here. Somewhere. It's on the ground floor here? Yeah. Easier getting here from that way.
Yo!
Hello, Eric Exon. How'd that stout work out? It's strong stuff, isn't it?
Real!
You stop talking to us.
Time is money, friend! Hurry back!
It says here the full stout was a success. That's good news. If you ever want more of the stuff, let me know, and I'll have you gather more of Zenzel's mixture. We did not gather anything. Not sure what that's talking about.
Keep it real!
And we cannot ask him to make more, or go get more Zanzel's mixture. That's just flavor. Let's sell these gloves right here. There you go.
Be good.
Well, that takes care of that. And now, it really is. Just completely complete. Over here in Countdoor. In the middle section. That's great. So I think it'd probably be worthwhile to go and check out where this new event is supposedly at. It's something to do with Nomergon. I think it should be around there somewhere. Let's make our way
Talk to me.
away. Let's go to Iron Forge. Iron Gorge? Not quite.
Be good.
Unfortunately, we don't have the Hearthstone available yet. Have to wait 12 minutes. Honestly, the amount of time it's going to take us to get places, 12 minutes might not be too unreasonable here. Also, I did not look into this supposed event very thoroughly. Just said Wrath of the Lich King, Nomergon, and something else. So, presumably it actually exists. Could have been announcing when the event's going to happen. That's also a possibility here. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Iron deposit. And we got more flying all the way up here. Maybe we can, if it's going to be somewhere near Iron Forge is here, like maybe Kiranos. If it's talking about Nomergon, should be somewhere nearby. Unless it's somewhere else also. See anything on the map here? Any description? A bunch of repeatable quests there. Yeah. Like we said before, there's a good chance that even if there is new quest symbols, they're not going to be shown right now. There is that whole place. Okay. Already did that. Can't do that. We're getting there. I'm looking on quests now. Should definitely be getting close here. 637? Yeah. Just 63 more to go for that achievement. And by the looks of things, especially if you count each step mostly counts as a quest and quests that require other quests, there's definitely plenty left to be done. Easily get you past that. The real question is if these ones counted. Up in Azure Mist and Blood Mist. Because if the achievement was for before that, right? I think achievements were after that, so it probably would have just counted anyways. And it's not like it's all the quests either. That's alright. Just have Dharma and Anchorage left for dungeons and raids and stuff. Let's see if there is dungeons and raids, classic. Yeah, Daimon, Ruins of Anachronist, Temple of Anachronist. Well, 3 different things happening here. There's all these different levels of things. Burning Crusade stuff. We got all the raids, basically. Yeah. And then Lich King. We did all the regular ones. All the complete heroic ones. And then betas. We still would need to do most of the gammas and all the alphas, but I don't expect many people to be doing those. Especially the alphas. Kind of missed the boat on that. By the time we were ready to really get going on these extra level heroic dungeons, beta was already out. And there's also like special, more complicated achievements here. That's interesting. Anything else in just the dungeons in particular here? Complete all the dungeons here. We're looking at Classic Dungeon Master to finish Diamond. That's fun. Dungeon stuff. Emblems of Heroism, Valor, Conquest, Triumph, or Frost. We're at 288. There's one for 1,500. That's a lot. If we just did dungeons over and over and over and over, trying to get the emblems to get better stuff, then eventually it would have happened. Classic Raider, Garage, yep. Outland Raider, everything except for Karazhan. Alpha terminated, did none of them. Gamma we ended up doing 2. The Frozen Wastes. We did Heroic, all the dungeons there. And there's also raid requirements. The Onyx Guardian, Kel'Thuzad, Anos, Glory of the Hero, more specific requirements. Look at all the things in here. Rewards a red proto-drake. Very fancy. Black Proto-Drake, Plagued Proto-Drake, Rusted Proto-Drake, Glory of the Ultimate Raider, or the Ice Crown Raider. Lots of rewards for doing all these fancy things out here. Champion of the Frozen Wastes. Reward is Arthas. Exactly what that would be. Yeah. Back in the quests here. Title and Lore Master's colors for finishing Lore Master of Kalimdor, which is what we're working on. That's definitely something. We failed to look to see if there was a thing down there. Oh, that's it. That's more stuff. So that's where we need to look here. Definitely something going on. Real question is, how much of something? See what kind of structure this event is. Should be something. See if it's actually going places or if it's like just more of a daily or something. Either way, at least head that direction here. Something's afoot. Something is afoot. And back to the Forge. I do want to test this idea here. I'm gonna go to Ocean House. Let's go this way. I'm gonna hurl myself off a cliff now. Someone's flying in. It's a big enough cliff. Go this way. Spirit? Nope, that doesn't work. Still time traveling. Can confirm. Testing! Very, very necessary to test. Very reasonable plan. We do stuff. Some guys here. It was back over towards the Karen house here. As kind of expected. Alright, we got shooting mecha tanks. Pilot muzzle sprung. Thunder flash. We got a whole setup going here. Just to test that. And look at this. We will worry about whatever we have to do with this next time. And then if it's not much, we just continue on to the next thing. Also possible. Next time. Goodbye.